What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert, and this is the biker channel, B1. Today, we're here in Sedona. I do have this awesome Eminent bike with me, the Onset Long Travel. Hopefully it does me dirty. Hopefully it does me real dirty. You know I'm gonna like it dirty. Let's get down to that shit. South Mountain, Phoenix, Arizona. In 2017, I rode there for the first time, and it was by far my favorite ride of the year. Not to say that I hadn't ridden a lot of really fun stuff back home in Northern California. However, I had never ridden in Arizona, or the desert for that matter, and starting the channel got me traveling to ride more. Aside from the absolutely different but yet beautiful terrain, there was something that really made it stand out. Have you ever met somebody that right out of the gate you thought to yourself, that's a really cool dude? That's how I felt when I met Tim. So you said you started just in 2013?
Yeah.
What got you riding?
A buddy from work was like, hey, you want to do this? And I'm like, sure, I got a mountain bike.
Yeah, why not? That was the Walmart bike?
That was the Walmart bike.
Right on. And then you came out here.
Yep, and then he showed me what real mountain biking was.
Not only did he show me the real mountain biking on South Mountain, but was also quite the guide as well. And apparently also has that dry biker sense of humor. Yeah, something tells me I won't fit through there.
Maybe not with a gimbal.
So I'm always curious, what got you watching the channel?
You're always stoked.
Take that line. That line. How about that? Whoop. Little hair off that one. Stop. It was awesome having a great rider like Tim to show us around. And to be honest, an even better guide. He took the time to point out some rock rolls that only the locals would know, and at other times, he'd just give us a holler and let us know something was coming. Over the years, we've been riding together every time we go to Arizona, whether it's Phoenix or Sedona for the mountain bike festival. Tim's our trail guide today. What's up, Tim? I'm not sure if I like him so much right now because we've just been climbing since we started.
Everything's a climb in Arizona.
This year, Tim started working with a new company called Spartan Rides, and everything that I know about Tim holds true with their demo and guide service. This is JR and his wife Tiffany, founders of Spartan Rides. Together with their team, they put on the most successful group ride I've ever seen. How you feeling about this turnout, man?
Turnout's awesome. It's actually a lot larger than I thought it would be.
Yeah? That's awesome.
Yeah,
you're a military guy too, right?
I was, yeah.
What branch?
I was Navy.
Thanks for your service, brother.
Thank you for your service.
Sweet. There were easily 70 to 80 people on the group ride that they set up, and not a single rider was dropped. Best of all, we all came back with grins. However, they did have some help sponsoring the event from a few other local companies like Skyrock Inn of Sedona and a t-shirt company called Trail Print. Trail Print has some pretty rad designs on their site. Definitely swing by and check them out. They do shirt campaigns that donate the proceeds to organizations or groups that riders are passionate about. Like this one for Ride It Out. I have to shout out this retired Special Forces soldier. If his service wasn't enough to his country, he's now running a nonprofit that's currently working on giving 25 bikes and all the gear they need to veterans in need. Please click the link and show more and go to his site and donate. It's a worthy cause. So back to why I ride in Arizona. I will say the trails are a big part of it. As you can see, they are fun. Definitely way more fun than I would have ever thought riding in the desert would be. However, the secret ingredient is the people. If you're a local, visiting, or in this case just a bunch of YouTubers and their buddies, hit up Spartan Rides. They can bring all the demo bikes and show you around just like they did for us. Yeah, nice. If you haven't heard of Eminent, they're a fairly new bike company based out of Southern California. The thing that got my attention when they came onto the market was their AFS braking system. This stands for Active Float System. First off, it's just really cool to look at. And second, It's designed to reduce brake jack while descending and pedaling. If you want to know more about this, check out their website. They've got a bunch of information over there. I'm also not a super techie guy, so I'm sure you'll get much better information over there. I also got a chance to chat with the founder while at Sedona Mountain Bike Festival. We'll get to that later. Until then, let's get this thing on the trail and see how it handles Arizona. Even though I typically love complaining about climbing, it's one of the things I enjoy about South Mountain. The technical climbs just make you want to come back and conquer them. Although the suspension on this bike is keeping the tire planted to the ground, and I mean stuck, I came to terms with redemption just wasn't happening today.
Whoa! You guys missed it, I made it! Not a biker ride without a hike a bike. Get used to it. If you're new to this channel, this is a given.
Apparently I wasn't the only YouTuber whose legs were toast. Arizona decided to get a little hot that day, and all of us northerners were dying. So far we've established that the number one reason I ride Arizona is the people.
Good Lord. Somebody goes up that?
Let's talk about the trails.
Yeah, right after like 6 dick punches, then you're like, I'm in.
There's a lot of really sweet features to hone your skills on. Some of them like this one, you'd ride right by without a guide.
Oh, there's so much grip.
Nice.
Woo! +1 for Moonlight Lap
Although Moonlight's well known for his blunders on this channel, he's quite the rider, and it was fun watching everyone be surprised.
Oh, he took that one.
He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
It was a little unclear to me exactly what Spartan Rides is. Is it a bike shop? A demo company? A shuttle service? I don't know. Let's find out.
We're a demo company. We sell bikes. We do tours. We bring YouTubers to Phoenix and make them climb long hills. It's pretty awesome.
Sweet. I haven't climbed yet, so.
Yeah, no, we won't do that.
I've been walking. So what's Spartan all about?
We saw a niche in the market for more personalized service from a bike company.
Mm-hmm.
We decided that we were the people to do that. We build a community by, putting people together with bikes, putting bike people together with other bike people, and just sharing the stoke all around.
In addition to what Tim just mentioned, they also strongly support veterans. Henry from War Within is an active part of this.
I'm an ambassador for these young men. We actually have an event coming up called Tip of the Spear, where we're inviting veterans, law enforcement,
Just pushing myself too much.
first responders, nurses, all kinds of stuff, people that deal with PTSD.
Right on.
Take them and do a skills clinic and a group ride and camping overnight.
Dude, guys in the military already did camping, dude. They don't need more. All right. Well, if it's free, I'm in, man.
We're in. You're in.
Spartan Ride's new approach to a bike shop is unique. However, I must say, lots of good times were had, even with all the YouTubers constantly filming and changing batteries.
Play bikes.
Every time I leave Arizona, South Mountain is constantly coming up in my thoughts. If it's not the technical and challenging climbs,
Man, this thing just climbs amazing. Like that back tire sticks to everything.
it's the beautiful scenery. But most of all, it's the chunky downhill sections. I always leave anticipating my return. If you're a mountain biker and you haven't ridden there, you wouldn't be let down if you reached out to Spartan Rides and set up a trip to go ride. It's absolutely a blast.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see.
If you want an absolute change in scenery and a completely different ride, head 2 hours away to Sedona. They have an annual mountain bike festival that's hands down my favorite event of the year. Well, next to Thanksgiving. I always say every direction you look looks like a postcard. Even standing around the beer garden does. Or while watching the band play. The Sedona Mountain Bike Festival is great because you get to see new products like these Fusion Fiber carbon wheels from Revel Bikes. These wheels are stronger than traditional carbon and are supposed to be coming in even lighter. Not to mention a less harmful process environmentally. All your favorite companies are there like Hand Up Gloves and the major bike brands that you may be interested in demoing or just talking to.
My name's Jeff Sonkrant. I'm the owner of Eminent Cycles.
So you have a background in automotive, don't you?
I did. I was a mechanical engineer out of college and grew up in Detroit, riding BMX and loved bicycles. And I started working for the auto business and spent 15 years leading car development activities. And that's what brought me out to the West Coast. And I started consulting around, was working for Easton Bell Sports, and just really got back into the inside of the bike company business. And just was like, I miss doing product development. That's my passion. That's what I love to do. It was always my dream to have an engineering kind of design factory house that created great products for customers. On a vacation, I started sketching, and I was like, I'm gonna CAD this up and see if I can make a prototype and see what I think.
What made you decide to go with the square tubing?
A look.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I've always loved and really appreciate from some of the best companies out there is the best products always have a really high performance quotient and also a really high aesthetic quotient. Like you look at a Ferrari, they're beautiful, but they're really fast race cars. You look at an Apple phone, it's a really high functioning phone that we all use for everyday life.
But it's elegant too.
But it's elegant.
Yeah,
it's really nice. And I think that helps in your motivation, not just the purchase process, but the ownership process. You got something cool that you really like the looks of. You walk into your garage and you look at your bike, it's sitting there and you're like, man, that looks cool. I need to go ride that.
Aside from a great looking bike, when you guys first launched, I know the buzz that I caught on was your floating brake system.
Mm-hmm.
What brought that about?
Part necessity and part performance. And so when we went after that, it gave us two benefits. One, it freed up pedal kickback, and two, it gave us a much better anti-rise characteristic on the bike.
That back tire just really sticks, man.
Yeah.
It does, that's for sure.
So that's the whole thing, right? You can brake late into corners, go through the roughest chunder, and trail brake through stuff. And you want to come in as hot as you can, grab a handful of brakes and just shoot out of the corner without the bike going sideways off the trail.
Definitely.
And so that's kind of the whole thing behind the anti-rise and how our bikes perform.
Right on, man. Sweet talking to you.
Sedona has something for everyone. There are big jumps like these right at the festival and trails you can ride to. In my first year, I was absolutely scared shitless right across the street from the event.
I don't do well with heights. And the fact that there's just a big ass drop fucking way down. Oh my God, I don't even know if I can walk across that.
This year, I was apprehensive about doing a trail called Highline, but overcame the urge to pick something else. Check it out.
Oh yeah. 3 days on this thing. I'm digging it. Definitely feeling the nice rollover of the 29er. As if 3 days of climbing wasn't enough. Here we go. Up the hill. This thing tracks really well though. Been impressed with that. Still not an e-bike though. We got the mandatory biker hike a bike. If you're not familiar with the channel, please like and subscribe. If you like pushing your bike more than you like riding it. If you don't ever push your bike, then take this opportunity to push the subscribe button, because it's really rewarding to push something.
Just like South Mountain, this trail had a pretty nasty climb. But honestly, the exposure didn't bother me at all. Well, except for this one viewpoint that most people would be super happy to soak in.
The last one I got with me, so awesome, right on, man. Thanks for watching, dude. I really appreciate it, dude. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Let's ride a bike.
I am so stoked that I didn't talk myself out of this ride. It's overcoming things like that and anticipating what I can do on my next visit that has me excited to come back to Sedona every year.
It's funny. This is fucking dope. Woo! Yeah! Subway. Now this makes all that fucking bullshit climbing, hike-a bikes, makes all that worth it. Oh yeah. There's a full case of Stoke right here. I'll do this again. I can tell you that right now. Nice. Do the Singapore sling. The ding-a-ling. Woo! This is nice. Oh yeah. Sweet. Get out your seat and jump around. Get out your seat and jump around. Oh, this is fun. Little rollies. Oh yeah, look at that. Shoot.
Did you just hear that? That was the sound of my pedal scraping the ground. I have to preface this with I absolutely loved riding the Eminent Onset. It took no time at all to feel at home on it, and that's even coming from a 27.5 bike at home to its 29-inch wheels. However, I did notice that the bottom bracket seemed to be a little lower than what I'm used to, but overall, that bike just rips. I had a blast on it, and I'm even considering getting one. So there you have it. I just touched base on 2 trail systems, close to a major airport, a mountain bike festival, a great veteran-founded demo and guide service, and hopefully showed you that you can bring your own people, or you can fit right in with the locals. One way or another, you should not hesitate to go to Arizona.
Bet you guys thought I forgot something. Nope, it only takes a bike to be a biker, so get out and